As someone once said, what do we say to the god of death? Not today. This is probably one of the most useful things you can know if you're playing GTA Online. This little trick that I'm going to show you guys is how you can avoid death in a lot of situations, whether it's death of yourself or death of your car. And this is especially important if you're on the newer consoles and you're driving around those even faster cars. Sometimes they go too fast and you just end up losing control. We've all been there on that far west coast. You're driving really fast. You don't realize there's a turn coming up and then you fly into the ocean. Well, no longer will that happen. This trick is so simple too. It does take a little bit of practice to get the timing perfect, but all you need to do is when death is coming up, go ahead and switch to a single player character. To do this, if you're unaware, if you've never actually done this in GTA Online, you just hold the right D-pad button down, and then at the bottom right of your screen, you'll see the 3 other single player characters in addition, of course, to your online character. And then just flick one of the directions, flick up. I mean, it doesn't matter which one, I just flick up because it's the easiest. And there'll be a notification that comes up on your screen that says, are you sure you want to quit GTA Online? And then you just hit no, hit B, hit circle, just back out. And what you'll notice is by doing that, all momentum stops in your vehicle. And I'm going to show you guys some very, very exaggerated examples here because I'm using the scramjet, which of course has a rocket boost and a jump. But this will apply to any vehicle. Again, if you're on the newer consoles and you're driving some of those faster house, special works cars, it'll work there. You're using like the Vigilante or any other vehicle, it'll work there. And as you're going to see in the clips, it even works when you're in midair, which is crazy. You don't even need to be on the ground. But doing this little trick here actually did save my life and my car's life. In this little clip here, I'm running away from the cops. They actually push me as I'm boosting and I go flying into the ocean. But quickly enough, I switched to the single player character, backed out, and look at that. My momentum was stopped and now I'm saved. And now I can get back to running away from the cops and messing around with the boost. This isn't something that you're going to be doing all the time, I guess, unless you're driving or using the scramjet or one of these rocket power cars. But it is something that is so invaluable now that I know it. Because again, I'm sure you guys are like me and I've driven cars into the ocean on this highway because you just love going fast and then the NPC gets in your way and you try and swerve or something. I don't know, something stupid happens. It's never your fault. And you go flying. Well, now you can stop it. This also is helpful for a couple of other things, like if you're in the city and you want to get onto certain buildings with some of these rocket-powered cars, it's very helpful there because when you do rocket boost, your car goes flying. Sometimes not in the direction you want to, or sometimes it even goes flying further than you want it to. So by using this little trick here, we can precisely stop our car, stop our momentum when we're over the building we want to land on, and then look at that, easy landing. Now there is, like I said at the beginning, a little bit of a learning curve. It's not a big learning curve at all, but there is something you do have to make sure you do. And all that is make sure you sit at the, are you sure you want to quit screen for at least a second. If you do this as fast as humanly possible, it won't actually stop your car. You do have to wait, again, like a second. You'll see that here. I'm going to do this little thing really, really quick. And you can see my car just doesn't even stop. So you do have to wait, like I said, a little bit of a second or so. If you do this enough times, you'll sort of get the timing down. I believe if you're on PC, you can also do this by hitting Alt F4 if you're not using like a controller. That might be a little bit faster, I've seen some people claim, but I use a controller on PC anyway, so it's just easier to use the controller to do the single player thing. But this is something that is, like I said, very, very good to know. Very useful. Whether you are using like the scramjet or one of these rocket power cars and you go into the wrong direction, you just stop yourself and then you can try again. Or if you are driving on a road where there's water near you and you fly into the water, just stop yourself before you go in there. There might even be other uses that other people can think of by doing this somehow. But if you play GTA Online regularly, this is something you should know. Again, you're not going to use it very often, but the times you do use it, you will thank yourself for knowing how to do it. So anyway, that's going to do it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please drop it a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more GTA content. And as always, I'll see you all in the next one.